glad everyone made it today for a group meeting. This is our first one, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Kenya. I'll be your facilitator, which basically that means that I'll just keep you guys on track. I know we're all here for a specific purpose, and you know, that's basically what we'll be here for. So as far as our purpose, we all have, for some reason, we have a shared thing, which is anxiety. And so I'm just going to let you guys know that you guys are welcome to just come here and feel supported, because that's what our group is going to be for supporting each other, and also maybe finding some techniques or some ways we can get better in this area of our lives. So, yeah. So as far as that goes, we're going to have to set up some rules that just will help us, you know, be unified as a group. Some two that I would think are essential is one, confidentiality. That just means, you know, anything we share here will be confidential between all of us, and in that way, you know, it sets a good tone for a group. We don't want to like feel distrust in each other or anything like that, and we're here mostly to support each other. So that would be one of our rules, and the other one is also respect. Again, this just means, you know, respect your team members. We're here to support each other, and I said team. I guess we're not really a team, but that's what it makes me think of when I think of groups, because we're here, you know, to get better in different, even though it may be different situations, but we're trying to all get to one place. So I'd like to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around, and we could introduce each other, because I've introduced myself, but I don't know any of you guys. So how about we do this? We're gonna split up into two, and you're gonna ask each other your name and one interesting thing about you, and then once you finish that, you're gonna introduce that member to the rest of the group. Okay?
I'm not really comfortable with this. I don't want to do this.
You don't want to do this?
No, can I just myself? I don't want to talk to anybody else.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that, you know, this is a group, so I understand that you may feel that way, but we also do need, you know, maybe there may be someone else that feels the same way, but we're all here to support each other. So if you'd like, if you feel more comfortable, we can just go ahead and introduce ourselves. Is that everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll start with you on this side.
Hi, my name is Alyssa, and interesting fact, I speak Spanish.
Oh, that's interesting.
My name is Samantha, and I play clarinet.
Wow, Samantha. Okay, so you play the clarinet. That is interesting. What's your name?
I'm Margot, and I go ice skating 3 times a year.
3 times a year. Okay, that's interesting actually. Even though we're in Chattanooga, which doesn't get a lot of snow, but they did have that ice skating rink. So you must be happy about that. Okay. And what is your name?
My name's Becky, and I like to cook.
You like to cook? Okay. That is interesting. Alright guys, well, thanks for introducing yourselves. Now that we're a little bit, you know, we know at least each other's names and things like that, we can go ahead and split into groups. You two can split up, and we can think about another rule that you would like to add for the group. We already mentioned respect and confidentiality, but if you guys want to go ahead and do that and then share.
I think a good rule would be like not having your cell phone.
What about these? Is it okay?
You're not sure what the rule? Which channel is supposed to go?
What channel should be grouped?
Maybe
I give you
waiting your turn to talk.
to.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so it sounds like everyone's about done. What did you guys come up with as far as rules?
You said like not having your phones out or like on loud.
Hmm.
And like Maribel like doesn't want like to feel forced to be here.
Okay, Maribel, so you said you don't want to be forced to be here? Do you want to expand a little bit more on that? Because I'm interested in hearing more about that.
Making characters do stuff and put me on the spot. Like it's an anxiety play.
Okay, I understand. So maybe, well actually, could I ask this question? If you all don't mind sharing as well, maybe others could feel the same way like Maribel. How about we go around and we share one thing that makes us anxious. So we can start. You over here?
I guess like driving gives me a lot of anxiety. I just get scared that somebody's gonna kill me. So yeah, that gives me a lot of anxiety.
So driving
And I
because
have
of
to
the
drive a
potential
lot.
danger. Okay. That's understandable. Maribel?
Talking to other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of other people who've had that same type of anxiety. That makes a lot of sense. Samantha?
People just give me anxiety. Being around people.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know what they're thinking, if they think I'm weird or not. Yeah.
That makes sense. Maribel and Sam, it seems like you guys have some things in common. I mean, being around people or talking in front of people. You mentioned that it was because maybe you may think that they think something bad, or
Yeah, like I don't know what they're thinking, so I mean, who's to say that they're thinking something nice?
okay, it's understandable.
Deadlines give me anxiety.
Deadlines.
Being forced to finish something at a certain time, and then what if I don't finish it? And then I feel like a failure, and that adds to anxiety because I didn't finish it in the first place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so time crunch and like having to do something. I understand. All right, guys. Well, thanks for sharing that. I want to emphasize that this group is meant to help us. So in whatever capacity that is, I just hope that we can be on that same page. And as we're on that topic, I'd like to hear what you guys' expectations are from coming to this group.
I guess my expectation is to have a group like where I could just express myself, talk about my anxiety, and like I expect like respect and just to feel comfortable.
Okay. So get better at, being less anxious, and you want to be able to be comfortable in that setting. Okay. Maribel?
I have no expectations. I don't really want to be here.
Okay. So you feel like you don't want to gain or get better in a certain situation or anything like that?
I don't know. I just have to be here something.
Okay.
What Becky said.
What was that?
What Becky said.
Oh, what Becky said? Okay, so getting to a better place, less anxious, stuff like that. And you want to feel comfortable also in this environment, sharing things. Okay.
But like I said as well, just being able to learn how to manage anxiety, not let it overwhelm.
Alright. Okay, so I guess I'm hearing that a lot of y'all think that you want to be able to manage this type of anxiety, and you think that in order to do that, you need to feel comfortable in this environment and sharing and being able to get to that place. Because if you're not feeling comfortable in this environment, then you may not be able to do that. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, and Marbelle, I know that maybe you may not feel too comfortable, but what do the other members think that, what's one thing that they could do to make Marbelle feel more comfortable in this group?
I don't know.
I think like finding like, you know, things that we have in common might help her feel more comfortable.
That's true.
Would you guys say that there's something that you all have in common as of now? This is what you've learned from each other?
Yeah.
We all have anxiety.
Yeah, and I also heard that you guys want to be able to learn maybe techniques or different things you could do to make that situation better, to be less anxious. So how about we turn to the person next to you and let's share one moment when you felt this anxiety, and what if you found one thing you did that made it better. So you can switch partners or have the same partner, whichever way you want to do it, but we're going to just turn to the person to either one of our sides and then share.
Do you want to go first?
I think I could see one time there was a deadline at work, and so it was a big project that I had to do for my boss, and what helped was taking breaks, little breaks here and there, just to collect myself and focus on what I was doing.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. Breaks with that. Just kind of breathing in and out, taking a second. Yeah, that's kind of like for me. I know usually when I'm around people that I don't necessarily know or I don't feel comfortable yet, just taking a second and taking deep breaths, maybe like 3 or 4, and then trying to feel comfortable again. Usually that works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, so it looks like what most everyone has done. We're going to go around and share the different things we talked about. Becky?
I said that when I get anxious when I'm driving, I'll just like listen to like piano music, or like if I forget my phone, then I'll just like stop at a gas station and like get some candy, and that usually like helps me.
Okay, so taking a moment and then going to get something that, you know, makes you feel a little bit better, like you said, candy, that helps.
And like Marbelle also said she really likes chocolate.
Oh,
She likes to listen to music.
okay, so listening to music, chocolate, so those sounds like either just something to get distracted from the situation, or, well, yeah, basically that, or something that feels good to you. Okay. I doodle. You doodle. Oh, I see you're doing that now. That's actually going to help for an extra exercise, so that will come in handy. Samantha?
I take deep breaths.
Deep breaths. So,
Yeah.
like Becky said, taking a moment for her, she goes to a gas station, or music for Marbelle, and for you, just breathing relaxes you.
Oh. Sorry.
Same with what Sam said, just breathing in, trying to clear my head.
All right. So I can see that maybe taking that time to gather yourself when you're anxious, that has helped you. For our next exercise, actually, I know you guys have been describing how that feels for you, but I would like to see maybe the deeper end of it. If maybe you guys can, I know many of us are not good at drawing or things like that, but it's a good way to express ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and hand out these pieces, and you guys can just draw what it feels like when you're anxious. Are you all ready? I'm gonna go ahead and start with you. I think you're finished. How about you share what your drawing means to you?
Mine is different like emotions that I go through, and I have anxiety, it's like sadness and anger and panic.
Okay. And is that usually what happens every time, or
Usually.
okay?
I said anxiety, be like, and then this is me, and then this is what's going on in my head.
Okay.
A lot.
A lot. It's interesting that you say that, but I'd like just to take a moment, and when we're all talking, I mean, I know you guys have been directing yourselves to me, but I just invite you guys just to look at other people as well, because we're all here, well, most of you guys, all of you guys are here to support one another, so I just encourage you to try to make that connection, look at other members as well. So Sam shared that for her, it's a lot of different scribbles going on in her mind. That's what she has shared. Marvel?
Just me in the middle with everybody else laughing. And I presented. Yeah, that's the please don't laugh.
I can see how that could be very anxiety inducing. Becky?
I drove me like driving in the street and there's like a lot of traffic and like that's what's going on in my head and then like I'm just like shaking.
Okay. Alright, well, I can see that most of it is actually, like you guys say, it's a situation that's going on, but in your mind, the anxiety is just, overwhelming you. Is that something that you guys would agree is like? Or? Yeah. Okay. Well, I know most of you guys said that for your expectations, you guys want to work on this, and feel free to be able to share with each other. And I feel positive. I think this is something we can do as we continue through the rest of our meetings, especially finding techniques to manage it or do something that would make us get to a better place as far as our anxiety. So we're getting ready to wrap up. I just want to encourage you guys that if you guys at least have one situation that happens between now and the next time we meet that causes you to have that type of anxiety, just try to take a few moments to write down what triggered it and also how did you respond. Can everyone remember to do that for next time we come? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming, guys, and I hope to see you next time.